Hey there everybody, Popontop here, welcome back to more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we're adding vehicles to the game, or at least one vehicle to the game. This is the Raider quad bike. So, what this mod does is adds Raider quad bike to the game. So, first and foremost, you're like, what does that do? It's a quad bike, it's a quad, it's an all-terrain vehicle that just goes around and flies through the terrain and enemies can't really attack you and you just kind of just zoom through wherever you want to go. But you're going to need to craft one of these things, a quad bike factory, which is pretty easy to do. If you go here, your crafting menu, right, your settlement menu, you want to go to crafting. You're going to find it in the crafting menu here. You're going to quickly go over to Raider quad bike. That's obviously their quad bike factory right there. You can craft one. So 10 steel, 5 rubber, 4 screws, some oil circuitry, copper spring gear. Nothing too complex or complicated, but you will obviously need some of that in crafting ingredients. No perk requirements though, so you can just do this in the beginning of the game. And essentially what you do, once you've crafted one of these things like I have here, you want to go to this and craft, you're only going to craft one thing essentially. Raider quad bike relay grenade, or quad bike relay grenade. So there's a couple different varieties of different kinds of bikes you can have here, so we'll just craft one of each of these so I can show these off real quick. They do cost a decent amount, but once you have one, you pretty much get it for wherever. And we'll just go quickly show this off. It's pretty cool actually, I like it a lot. So we'll just run over here real quick. You're gonna need a decent amount of open ground, but it kind of works like a synth relay grenade does. Like if you've done the institute, you can throw grenades and summon synths to help you out or whatever. What you could do with this particular grenade, so you just equipped it like a grenade. So you want to quickly go over here to your inventory. So I have the covered Raider quad bike currently equipped, and we'll just throw that down real quick, like a grenade, and just throw it right there. Boom, throw it, boom, and then you get a covered Raider quad bike. So you just hit right on that, and then it takes a second, you load in the third person, and it automatically unequips your gun, but other than that, you're just on a little quad, and you can just go zooming around. Obviously, the field of view on this is pretty extreme, but you're just kind of going wherever you want to go. Like, nothing really gets in your way. Like, hey, there's some weird clipping, right? Like, I'm not exactly riding on the ground there, and sometimes you clip into the ground. But other than that, it's a fully functional vehicle that just kind of zooms around. And from what I could tell, nothing really attacks you with it. Like, they can attack you, there's just nothing. Maybe they get frustrated, like they're aware that you're there, but they can't actually damage you while you're riding this particular vehicle. And you just see here, I'm flying. I'm getting across the map so quick in this particular thing. So you may want to wonder, see, like, look at this clipping. Sometimes it clips, it does weird things, but it's cool. It's a little cool idea. And you can just hit A if you want to get off. It'll automatically equip your gun. And say you want to get your bike back. What I've found the easiest way to do is just shoot it. And then you'll find it right there on the ground and pick it back up. And then you have your bike back again. So we'll show off the other bikes here real quick. The other kind of quad bikes you can get. So obviously that was the covered Raider quad bike. We have the regular quad bike. We'll just throw this one out here real quick. It's right in the middle of the road because we're going to travel it along the road. So just the regular quad bike doesn't have the raidery spikes and stuff, but pretty much the same basic thing. Doesn't go any faster, slower, or anything like that. Still clips, still does the same types of stuff. Just the same speed, gets across the map, does some weird stuff sometimes. You can't go first person in this either, just so you know. It has to be third person like this and does some weird things sometimes. But you can fly across the map though. It's just a cool thing. It's very, as much as it's kind of clippy and buggy and weird, and that can kind of distract you from the immersiveness of it, it is still, I think, highly immersive mod because you just crafted a vehicle. You just made some stuff, and you're just like, all right, well, duh, I can craft all these houses and all these other things, these big generators, all these things. I just made a car, and I'm just gonna fly across the map. See, like, that was really weird. There's just some weird clipping stuff. Like, there's some enemies over here. I guess they're shooting at me technically, huh? Those are the gunners up there. I'm not taking. Oh, I took damage. Okay, so you can take damage. They're pissed off, and you can take damage. So you might want to be careful with that a little bit. I just didn't realize because they have a hard time hitting you. You're so quick. You're just like ha 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 ha. Look at that guy trying to run and chase me down. Come and get me. You can't. Ha ha. Too fast. Obviously, that would be kind of overpowered in the sense of like throwing it to get away. Obviously, you can make lots of ground on this. If you were speed running with mods, you could just like skip a lot of the sections of the game. There's some rad sticks here. You can see, I'm going to show you real quick. You can't hit things. Like, it doesn't do any damage to like physically come in contact with things. They can attack you, right? We've established now. Guns can hit you. It's not. They're not. These guys aren't going to hit me. I'm too quick for that. But you can't like ram things with the vehicle. So real quick, we'll just get out of this one. You can get out of it right when it's moving. Like I said, pull your gun out. Just shoot it. And then you take it right there. It just breaks, but you still get it back. It's glowing red snake. It's apparently pretty frustrated with me. Unfortunately, I had to put him down. Going crazy because of all that rads in him and stuff. But we'll quickly summon the last one, the Raider quad bike. So this is essentially the first one we had anyway, but without the covered part. hold down the right bumper here and throw this out. And there we go. So it's got the spikes and stuff. Once again, though, just because it's got the spikes and stuff on there, I was really kind of upset because I was like, oh man, I'm going to ram stuff with this. I'm just going to drive around and hit like anything with my little radar quad bike. You know, there's clipping, right? It's clipping in the ground kind of here. It doesn't handle hills extremely well in terms of that clippingness. There should be some bears up here, right? Some Yao Guais. There is one. As you see, you can't hit it. You just kind of drive over it. It's got spikes and stuff on it, but it actually isn't functional as a weapon. That's okay, though, because we could just zoom right out. That guy can't chase me. And we'll just be out of there in like 2 seconds because we're just flying across the map. That's the coolest thing about this is just that you add the ability, especially in like a survival mode playthrough, to quickly move around the map, especially because, like I said, you could just get right off, shoot it, and then get it back. And then kind of just use it whenever you have to get someplace pretty far. And you can get across the map fairly quick. Like, I mean, I started, what, in Sanctuary, or right outside Sanctuary. I'm already down by Corvega. It doesn't take that long to do that. You know, you could just kind of fly through it. It is, like I said, it's clippy, but it's still really cool just to have a vehicle that you can drive along on and just do that kind of cool stuff. So if that seems like something you'd be interested in, make sure to check out the topic of the description. There'll be a link that says it on that page if you're on Xbox, the Nexus mod page if you're on PC, and you can download it there for yourself. If you guys have enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate a like rating down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever it's going to be, and I'll see you in the next episode.